Hello there, collective. Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever, whatever it is where you are. My name is Kim. Welcome to my channel. This is Mirror Mirror. Some of you know me from my first channel, Auntie Grayrock, for like 3 years almost. Here, let me get over here for a second. Hi there. And I have to go this way. Let me get over all this stuff here. There we go. How you doing? Are you having a splendiferous day? Well, let's see. My goodness. Well, I hope you had the gumption to get started this morning. Oh my God. All hell's breaking out there. The wind is blowing. It's a blustery. We can smell the rain, but we can't. We just can't. It does not coming yet. It will, though. Trust me, it will. Well, let's see. This is what we did before. Let me see what we're going to call this one. Oh, but I got some. When we get over here to this, it's going to be great. For the title, how to avoid the narcissist's need to trap you, and karmic feminine into new future faked adventures. Some of you thought that this person was like ancient history and they came back in. It's been like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. And here comes a karmic that's a person that comes in, is brought into your life to teach you, your soul, some kind of lesson so that you grow your soul. They can start out as a friend and then turn karmic on you. Means it's going to be painful because you really grew fond of this person, and at one point they become a lesson to you, or a series of lessons. So like one lesson and that's it. Usually it means there's going to be epic proportions, like War and Peace, like a great big heavy tome. But for the reading too, this part here, this is covering these two hooligans. This part here, this is your love reading, and this over here is your goodies for your outcome. And these are my indicator cards. And I do a pre-shuffle before so I can be mindful. This is a timeless reading, so use your discernment. You switch those gender roles around now, because there's no gender in tarot, but there sure is a lot of energy. Holy Spirit for the divine feminine, because I'm picking up this is the divine feminine. Now, you could be older. You're not a young newlywed, but you're a newlywed. Maybe you've only been married for 3 to 5 years. But I think this is a young divine feminine that I'm picking up on. That I know, sweetie, you tried really hard not to see it. But that there's no denying that somewhere in the night the fairy folk came and took your divine masculine and left a changeling, a narcissist in his place, metaphorically, because we're on YouTube. But that translates in real terms as a man-child, or a woman-child. You switch it around, whatever resonates. You keep the parts that resonate. You turn the rest of it loose. so that that information goes to who needs that information. Don't hang on to it if you're not going to use it. So, oh, no, I know, very disappointing. You were promised the moon, and they didn't deliver diddly squat to you. And I'm saying this is like, we're not like 3 weeks into this, the first year is a blur anyway. No, you've been married 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, some of you. Take away from that. This is not for everyone, but I have found in my readings that you're listening, you're going, this is my younger sister. This is my younger sister. Then you share my videos with your younger sister so that she can wrap her brain around what and save herself. Doesn't mean that it's all over. She can still maneuver and make a choice, a healthy choice for herself, using and embracing her most, going in her inner world to really look at this. Yeah, that's what you really are seeing. I know you didn't sign up for it. Nobody signs up for this when they do this, ladies or gentlemen. But I can feel for you. I've been married 39 years, but I can remember what happened in the first 3 years too. And then it was 7 years. Then it was 13 years. Then it was 24 years. And you think, well, this isn't a phase. And if I had known better, I'd swear this is either a really bad behavior pattern or they're doing this to me on purpose. Listen to your intuition. 9 out of 10 times they are doing something to you on purpose just to feel superior to you. They're not. Never been superior to you. Where they got this idea from? Oh, who knows? But this is an overarching energy. It could be a mother-in-law or a father-in-law too. It doesn't have to be your mate. But whoever it is a man-child inside of that obnoxious woman. We don't do gender. Intro. This man-child demands of this divine feminine or divine masculine. You switch it around. Demands an overwhelm and it pulls you down. Down below the surface. Smiles at you sweetly and says, because mine did the same thing. God, if I had a $1 crisp dollar bill for every time he told me that it will be fine. It was never fine. Ever. Decade in and decade out. Everything that we faced, it was never fine. No safari he took us on, it was always 3 times as much as he said it was going to be. And it always turned out the same way. He would destroy birthdays, Christmas, holidays, anniversaries, graduations, weddings, other people's Christmas parties. Got it? Because he wasn't being the focus of attention at a wedding, was he? So he has to trip and fall down the aisle and disrupt. So remember, oh, are you okay? Oh, I'll be fine. I'm sure I'll manage. Well, more times than not, you do whatever the hell that man, child, or woman wants or expects of you, and it goes on until you went inwards. A lot of you have been doing this like the whole time intuitively. Some of you are really learning to love, embracing your most authentic self, getting down and looking at things realistically and being real with yourself. There's no fairy tales. There's no Cinderella happy ending unless you create that. And you can't do it by yourself if the other person just will not do a damn thing. They won't do the work. They won't do any heavy lifting. You tell them so it's not, they don't care about your feelings. They don't care about your emotions and what they do to you. They don't. So you're seeing it. Now then. This is a young newlywed, but you could be an older person. It's the first time you got married, and you're like, this is why I didn't get married before, so that what I'm going through right now would never happen to me, and here I sit. Okay. This is a young newlywed like you. I know I might be a little long in tooth and years, but in 1986 actually, I became a traditional wife. And now here I am at this age. At the end of that is crap, being a trad wife or husband, I guess. Well, what that meant was, even in 1985 and 86, when he lured me in, I was what he kept telling everyone, I was a keeper. I thought that was really cute until time and spirit, my spirit team and, common sense and life said, oh, being a keeper, that is not a good thing to be. And this is what you are learning, Miss, my darling, my divine feminine. Well, now, before you get really ticked off, kicking and struggling to break through to the surface, because they're always holding you down. You're that girl, you go on YouTube and you look at the very opening scene where the girl is swimming in that Jaws movie, and it starts taking her down to, she's like a midnight snack. She was swimming in the ocean in the moonlight and a shark ate her. It's called Steven Spielberg movie, Jaws, the opening scene. That's what they do to you. You try to break through to the surface and you gasp for some air and you're being terrorized like you're being eaten by a shark. No. It's the person that you married in church and now you have to live with them. Now, being a keeper is just too exhausting for me at this age. I'm too old for this. I'm not doing it. I don't need to do it. It was always his career. I was always burdened by his choices. Me and the child were just along for the ride. Leave me a comment if this is sounding familiar to some of my divine feminines out there. All masculines now. You switch those roles as needed. Everything else in our marriage, I feel like I'm always doing, quote, it alone. Well, yeah. Leave me a comment or a like, a thumbs up if you agree. Subscribe to my channel. Share my videos. Especially if this sounds like someone you know and they might need some relief. Share my videos. I know you didn't sign up for this crapola either, because I know I didn't sign up for it. And this is what I saw, this young little tradition trad wife who is listening to her gut. She knows this is a toxic love and it's a brewing. It's been a brewing for not very long after you got married, after that first honeymoon year. It's a blur. Keep trying to destroy your life on every level is what you're starting to figure out. Triangulating you against your own children. Let's see a show of hands. It happened to me. They start when your children are young, and you think that once they're 18 they can decide to. No. They will still triangulate you if your child is 5 or 45 and pit your child against you. It's what they do. And your child will do it because by then your child has watched their parent attacking a sweet parent for not being able to jump through hoops high enough? Are they on fire? Should I jump through that way, or vertically, or horizontally, or what? And don't want to be left alone with that parent. Yeah, because they know that that's going to happen to them, because it will. They become the new supply, and they treat their new supply and crack them into shape so that they can suck the life out of that new one. Do to them what they did to you. That is a fact. Well, then, as a keeper, I'm the keeper of information. Who needs what, when, usually about 5 minutes before your man-child. And they'll get the kids on board, so everyone's dogpile on you, right? To make you... That is a humiliation ritual, when they get the kids dogpile on mom and attack mom, and teach children, as young children, how fun that is. Until they hit puberty and you're able to fight back. Oh, they were not expecting that, those flying monkey children. Okay, I'm the keeper of trying to maintain and keep everything together while he has a meltdown, trying not to let one occur. Like, that's my responsibility. No, it's not. And then I determine who needs space. When he needs space or he gets scared. What am I supposed to do? You make me feel good. That's them sucking the life out of you, pretending that they actually value what you're saying. No, you make me feel better when you talk to me. You make me feel better. No, you don't. You're wasting your breath. Because 3 days down the road, they're going to go, you told me this during that. And now they're twisting everything that you told them, trying to help them, and using it to gut you with, metaphorically. We're on YouTube 3 days later. To get more supply out of you. To confuse you. It's not an outburst. I'm hard of hearing. And sometimes my volume goes up because I do not hear well. Can't help, not my rules. It's a rule of old age. Everybody wears out when you get older. I'm pushing 70 years old. Let's see. As a keeper, I decide whether there are clean clothes, whether all the bills are paid, whether we put out the milk or the cat food or the catnip or the cat litter, what goes on the list when we go to the store to take care of. Yeah, you get to take care of every little thing. I'm the keeper of solutions. I'm the keeper of emotional balms, BALMS, like an unguent, like Bactine. Remember, baby boomers, do you remember Bactine? And they lied to us in those commercials and said that it didn't sting. Remember that? Leave me a comment. I'm the keeper of solutions and metaphorical, emotional, and mental security blankets. I'm the keeper of preferences or likes and dislikes of mighty nighttime rituals like cat feeding and fatty food aversions. My fault that I ate that whole box of Rice Krispie treats. I wondered where those Rice Krispie treats went. Those were for the children's Easter basket. So you pinched the Rice Krispie treats that were for the children. What did I tell you, man-child? And this poor little darling's finally figured out that you have, if you had children or pets, sometimes your children are just a bunch of dogs or cats or both, that they've been doing this to you the whole time. Sabotaging you the whole time. It just dawned on you. You saw the pattern is what it is. You elevated so that they kept you down in that, and you elevated yourself enough that you could actually see it and do something to stop it. This is the trad wife is being sucked into a quick round of future faking for you, my divine masculine, my divine feminine. And it's because specifically They did not deliver on a promise at all. If it's to you, usually we suck it up because we are grown-ups, but I'm telling you, if you have pets or children, either one, it's gonna concern those children or those pets or both. So they're gonna throw the whole ball of wax at you and hope that it gums you up and throws you off square. I'm the keeper of reminders to be careful. I'm the keeper of rituals and memories, of paper-mache dragons at Halloween, Easter egg hunts in the backyard. I'm the collector of special ornaments at Christmas, and the writer of notes that my narcissist went, I don't read notes. Isn't that the most ridiculous thing you're in? Went to blah, 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 emergency, blah, blah, blah. I didn't see the note. What do you mean you didn't see the note? Oh, even if I did see the note, I don't read notes. Smack! I will drop kick you across the room. You don't read notes. Because there is nothing up here. They're doing that to get your goat to feed off of your rage or confusion or both. Don't quit it. You quit it. Just stop doing it. You're so unburdened the minute you realize that you don't have to do any of that extra stuff that they keep adding to your day where you do have real things to do with it. Oh, I need you to do it. No! Get that note, get that list away from me. I'm going to shove it up your nostril. I'm not a violent person, but you can threaten to shove a piece of paper up their nostril. They'll think about it. I'm speaking metaphorically because we're on YouTube. That's bollocks for pulling obnoxious tricks like that on you all the time. Or her. Need I remind myself that I am the keeper of emotional security, the only repository of comfort for man and cat alike. We used to have a husky. Now we have cats. Started off with ferrets. Ferrets, ferrets. At one point we had 6 ferrets. 6. Okay. As the navigator of bad moods, which is all I get, and so do you, it is not just my own mood swings I have to navigate. And they do it too, but they refuse to. We don't. You're evil. You're the one who has fits. You're the one that has temper tantrum. Yeah, after you have about half a dozen of them and I build up to it. And then I use it in a positive way. I set boundaries and then maintain them, and you hate it. Brownie points for me. So, you're being future faked, and they don't care who they hurt. They're future faking your children. You do not tell children we're gonna do and then don't do whatever that is, because children will remind your narcissist of it. Then they're going to say, take it to your mother, your mother, your mother, your mother, your mother, and you have to learn to say, oh no, we don't do that anymore. Nice try, you're going to have to do better than that. That's how you do it. So they need to only be right every single time, your man-child. They do not want to solve any actual problem. Are we clear? Once you see the reality of that, your whole life bursts open with light and peace, inner peace. They do not want to solve an actual problem. They want to argue. They want to debate. No, I'm just having a healthy debate with you. Well, then I'm gonna threaten to ram my foot up your. Yeah. You fill in the blanks. You're so KIT cat smart, Mr. Know-It-All Narcissist. They're going to blame twist, and then it's the silent treatment, because they're trying to control and frustrate you. I learned early on, oh goody, it's the silent treatment. I get a vacation. I get a vacation. Ignoring me on purpose. Here, I'm going to go in there and just say something innocuous to him. He's going to sit there and stare at the TV and act like he doesn't feel my presence, standing this far away from him because he's stretched out on the big old bed in front of the big screen TV. Oh, goody. He's acting like he's ignoring me. They're not ignoring you. They're ticked off because they think, because you're being quiet, they all think this now. At least I know mine does, because he told me this. I think you're going to attack me. He's 6'4". He weighs a lot. I weigh 126 pounds of pure muscle. He's out of shape. Yeah. I'm older than he is. And I've told him this. Don't make me call Adult Protective Services myself, because I will. But our lives will be over. Yeah, because you have been told to leave me alone. And you don't. So they keep trying to destroy your life, every level of it, using future faking. Now then. Some of you this morning, your spirit guides, some of you just, you live for work like me. You work for living with your angels, your ancestors, and your spirit team, because you can feel their love all around you all the time. They're not fickle. They're not feckless like your narcissist and your bullies. So this was a particular spirit guide. Some of you, this will resonate. You know exactly what I'm talking about. This comes across to you as very calming. It's so cool. This feeling extends the values of truth and freedom. And you follow its guidance. And you do exactly what this particular guide tells you to do without fail. You've done this since you are teeny tiny and small. Wee teeny and small. This spirit guide helps you to hold mastery over your human heart and how you connect with other people with your heart, because you're so generous. Until someone takes advantage of your generosity, and then you start setting boundaries. And if they can't keep with your program, well, you're gone. Where are you going? Where are you going, collective? Away from you. Now your spirit team, they're working pretty hard to help you get, right now, every day, closer to your most authentic self. Is your higher self, ultimately your most divine version of yourself. In your future, it's a future version of yourself that we try to attain our whole life to make it to that point. So you call upon this spirit team of yours. You love to do this so that you can live and love justly and truthfully and altruistically. You tell them thank you. Every time they show you something, you thank them. Oh my God, I just asked you for that, about that, and you just brought it to me. Thank you, thank you. Then they go bring you something else. And they are proving to you that no matter what situation or adversity that you are facing, especially if it's under your own roof and you can't leave yet, or don't want to leave maybe, you're owning freedom in your own skin from now on through your most authentic self. I made quite a commitment to God when I started Auntie Grayrock, and now I'm expanding on that first platform channel. That I would do whatever I can to give help to other new victims, or even like myself, the grizzled survivors of narcissism who were harmed by decades of narcissistic shenanigans. And this means mine now answers to a conservative God, because I keep just surrendering it over and go over there, and then sometimes the divine will let some of their stuff they're doing land. But I'm protected. And then I level up. And they can't stand it. Because that's how you get around this. You go inward. It's nothing out there in the 3D world that's going to come save you, but everything inside yourself and your own heart. You got everything you need. You've always had that from the minute you were brought in. The second you were born, right up to the present day. So, tell your spirit team thank you, how you want to be under their protective influence. You want to become your spirit team's devoted follower, which is what you're doing right here on this channel, Mirror Mirror. If you are trapped in a situation that you do not deserve to be in, you are a healer. Self-heal. Go inward. Go talk to your higher self. Then become closer. Your higher self is close to the divine. So your most authentic self, every day you become better and better. You grow closer to the divine on all levels just by doing that. And everything else you do, your prayers, your fasting, your meditation. You're a light worker, some of you. And as a healer, you have the ability to help any who have lost hope. And you let them share in your healing energies. You like it. You love doing this work. Now then, I'm going to talk to you about future faking, and that's when you're a narcissist and my narcissist, and everybody's narcissist. Keep on talking ad nauseum about how you and your narcissist, about for real, actually, for once, being able to share a future together as a couple. Okay, let's see a show of hands. How many times have you heard it? 13 times, 24 times, a gajillion times, 3 times. Ooh, you poor darling. We'll clue you in. We'll help you. We'll help you on Mirror Mirror. That's pretty rich. What a joke. A real future that never manifests and won't be allowed to culminate because your narcissist is controlling his or her target, that's you, by using future fake outs. That leads to nowhere. For me, for 35 years, we've been married 39 years just a few weeks ago. But I snapped out of this in year 35. I caught on. So this is where I'm going to clue you in. We're still married. We still live in the same house, but I learned to do myself differently, and everything in the household fell into place, quite positively. I maintain my inner peace, and if he does something to me, I set boundaries and maintain them, and he hates it, and I love it. Boundary. You just tried to manipulate me, so I can see that you want this, right? Right? Yes. All right then, because you tried to manipulate me. The answer's no. And you can scheme and you can try, and 2 weeks from now when you ask me again, the answer is no. Until the toxic cows come home, the answer is no, because you just tried to manipulate me. Why don't you in the future try coming at me and maturely communicate with me like a normal person without manipulating me at all, and see where that gets you? And then he did, and it was a funny thing, it worked. But when he does that other same old SOS different day, no, the answer is no. And even if he does come in correct, if it's not in alignment, with my heart and what I'm supposed to be doing over here for the divine work for. Whoops. Uh-oh. We had a slight technical difficulty, but it's all over now. I changed myself because it was just going to keep going like that, and that was tearing me asunder. until I said no more. And they fight it. Boy, when you change. They fight it at first. But then this household has never been more peaceful than it has been since our 35th wedding anniversary. I changed myself. They're not going to change. That narcissist. And their flying monkey, which is usually your children. Let's see a show of hands. That's what's true in my case, and I only have one child. Mining for gold, that flying monkey up his daddy's you-know-what chute. Mining for gold up that. I told you. He's scared that his quote, good parent, because that's all he's been told by his father, is his father's the good parent and I'm the bad parent. And his dad is a narcissist and I'm not. So that would explain that. So, let me tap into using the wisdom of the Tree of Life today. That's what the tarot is based on, the Kabbalah, which is the Tree of Life. For your own proverbial trip down memory lane, because it's time for those toxic cows to come home and face the music. The cosmic abattoir. Just a tip now, this is what I do. When the future faking it comes out, it's deep, I'm going to have to go put on my hip waders. Hip waders are what you put on to go stand in a stream and fly, fly fishing. Because the BS in the room is going to get pretty deep with the future faking, right? So you start grounding yourself immediately. I'm grounded, I'm balanced, I'm centered. In the present tense, in the here and now. And you'll go, I'm in the here and now. And they're going to go, in the past, you blame twist, I'm going to rewrite revisionist history and make you out to be evil. And you're a light worker. But you're an evil light worker, right? Everyone on this earth, is not them, can see that you are a light worker. And it's pretty funny when they try to convince those people that you're the evil one. They're like, no, it's not collective. It's you. You being your authentic self, and then you can see that it's future faking you out and that it's a trap. Now then, see, mine's trying to call, but I learned this from last time. The phone is in the front of the house. So that is Uncle Grayrock. That is my narcissist, my husband. Got it? He did this before. I'd be doing a movie, doing a video for Auntie Grayrock, and he'd be like, tick, 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 tick. Why is the door locked? Tick, 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 tick. Trying to interrupt. Well, I'm just needing to, because I wasn't paying attention to him for 3 years. Now then, I have cornered him, my toxic one. I turn that crap back on him, and he is so ticked off that I counteract his buffoonery every single time. They like to, but you said you did, and you're like, I never said that. Yes, you did. You lied to me. And it's like, you remember the context of it, but they're not going to let you get a word in because they have to make sure if the children are listening, because little pictures have big ears. Then they'll have conversations with your children when you're not there. Do you remember when your mom was doing this? Yes. So see how they poison when they're little tiny children. And this is what my divine... I know, sweetie, I'm so sorry. But if you're willing to look at the truth, you can make sure it doesn't affect you and hurt you, because that's why they're doing it, to hurt you deeply. Do not let them affect you. You control that. Only you control that. You become that duck. You let that slide off of you like water on your back. You're doing it on purpose to ruthlessly hurt you emotionally. sometimes more. Yeah, then. Uses that blame twist. You ruined the marriage. No, it was you with your poor choices all the time. I haven't made any poor choices. You make all the choices, so how could I be making choices that you blame twist me for? You making. Got it? Blame twisting is perpetrated by using a passive-aggressive form of transition so they can hurry up and hurt your feelings by dashing your hopes. So they like to blame twist as to while getting out of future faking you. Got it? They're salivating. They want to upset you enough to be able to turn your pain and tears into an intoxicating way for them to get yummy, yummy supply off of you. See what mine does? He's a switch hitter. From future faking, slipping into that, sliding into third base of blame twisting, so that I get nothing ever from this jackass. Why? It's because narcissists get bored easily and they are lazy and they procrastinate and use procrastination as a tool. It's used to confuse you and throw you off balance all the time. And it's because you or me, I corner him all the time. And this is what you've learned in the past recently, that when you corner them, they lose interest in investing in that promise their future faking you and the children with he never intended to honor, since it is a goal that you would enjoy. And so they have to deprive you till you catch on. Well, you're not depriving me, so there. You beg to differ. Using my third eye, let's see here. Holy Spirit, what does the divine need to share? And then we're going to do this. Now, during my visualization this morning, that's at 3 o'clock in the morning, we were all blessed by being in the presence of the Mother of Man. I'm from the land of enchantment. So the Virgin Mother is also known as the Lady of Guadalupe. A lot of you prayed for relief. I was seeing that from completing the hard work needed for healing your shadow work. Good for you. That vibe carried tough love for yourself. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. You will all be surprised how it's all going to play out for you. Your blessings are crystal clear. But you are all being blessed. That's what I saw during the meditation. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. The Lady of Guadalupe comments that you are all in for your devotion. She asks you to follow your dreams and to spread more healing, love, and light every chance you get. Well, you do that anyway. So she's like, double down as a divine. Some of you are out in those dangerous streets. You lend your healing hand over here and over there. And you are now soothing an anguished brow. Some of you are so good. And some of you are there with a needy whispering, close comfort. And you lend encouragement to someone who has a fearful ear. They're afraid to know. They're afraid to look. And you made them feel better. Good for you. You bring a touch of hope and light into their deepest shadow. So, with my third eye, Holy Spirit, what crosses the situation? Thank you, Holy Spirit. Your work it flows. You got that heart chakra wide open and you're keeping it open. And by doing that and keeping your chakras in alignment, not thinking of the past or the future, in the here and now, you're attracting what you need. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, keep your faith close. You're meant to care for the needy. It's your life purpose Trust in your intuition. Trust that gut. You know how you do right by the Most High, especially in God's opinion. You are no damn final. Okay. Okay, now we get to do this. Now you listen up. This is a very interesting reading because I caught mine now. They're platonic. But his karmic is they call her from my German doppelganger. I guess on tarot they would call. She's my copycat because the minute I met her on these millions of years ago, she's been his friend for decades now. And in fact, let me get this here. See this deck right here? It's called, let me see, what's it called? I'll make sure I get this right. Now, when we first met and she was all, oh, this is your wife. And she gave me all these weird gifts. Here, let me show you. Okay. Now listen up. I'm so old that when I lived in New York in like 1982, all right, Madonna wasn't Madonna yet. Yeah. I was at CBGB's when Madonna was a nothing, but there she was. I dressed like Cyndi Lauper. I dressed like Madonna did in the very beginning. Got it? And that is how I dressed when I met my husband. My hair, I got fired from a job in 1983, I guess it was. Inventory auditors. Yeah, I was one of those people that used to count the stuff in 7-11s and Smiths in the grocery store. Yeah, those people, inventory auditors. I got a permanent. I'm a full-grown adult. And I had a cellophane put in that was eggplant purple. I got fired. I'm counting in this story. The crew man computer, I don't like your hair. And they fired me for my hair. Everyone's got tattoos. Now, you can have tattoos and stuff back then. Either you wouldn't get hired. But this is the crap that she used to. I don't drink. Why don't we start there? Never drank. I had to give up drinking. I don't see why I should feel sorry for someone and pat them on the head because they quit drinking. Are you kidding me? Oh, we're supposed to. Yeah, if you change yourself, we will support you for that. And you're doing some self-love there. But some of these people want some kind of an award for quitting drinking. How about I never drank? Vampire wine is probably pinot wine. It's probably vinegar. But she would give me gifts. He invited her into my house so that she could. He wasn't even here. She just shows up at the door. And now we're in the here and now, and he cannot scrape her like poop off the bottom of his shoe. Now he can't get rid of her. She became his karmic. And now she has come back. He slipped up. He slipped up. This is the deck of tarot cards she gave me. God, it must have been 15, 20 years ago. Whenever this deck, first Google it, whenever this deck came out. She didn't get what she wanted, though. She came in to look at my Pied Piper. My father was dying from colon cancer. And in my grief, I use art therapy. And she comes in and looks because she went to hoity-toity art school and all that. I learned watercolor from Siegfried Hahn. She didn't. She went to some school. I learned from a watercolor master when I was 16. That's why he loved these cards. He was so proud of me that I made a deck of cards in watercolor. Siegfried Hahn and Howard Wexler were my teachers. Oh, this is boring. And so she did that to be mean to me. He told her to come in and do this to me because, see, they've been working together for a while. All that did was, that's all I do is I transmute all this weirdness and pain and stuff, and I turn it into my own personal presence and power. I went, okay, if it's boring, I guess I'll give her some credence for going to art school. So just to chap her ass, he was so ticked off. 18 months later, I redid it, the Pied Piper, to get her goat. I made it so when you open the book on one side and it's an adult graphic novel for adults, not children, it's in English. But when you flipped it over, it was much more interesting when I translated it into German. 'Cause I did. Oh, they were both so pissed they thought that they had me over the barrel. Well, he slipped up about, it's been about 10 days now. And how do I know? He told me 5 years ago because he was going to fix the marriage. Only he could fix the marriage. He was going to do certain things and fix the marriage. And the first thing was he was not going to have anything to do with the karmic, with her. She's a spitting image of me when I was 24. Dressing like Madonna, Cyndi Lauper, and a goth. And her hair was purple. I don't like the purple hair. Your scalp is purple. He was so pissed, my narcissist. You got fired from your job because you had purple hair. It's nobody's business. Do you have a ring on my finger? Because he didn't. Not yet. So I can have my hair any way I want and dress any way I want. It's none of your business. We're dating. So he picked her, and they're platonic. They're platonic, though. He wouldn't dare. She's way younger than he is. I would use that against him. I would inflict a narcissistic wound. So this is what's happening to you, collective. Again, you switch those energies around. This is what they do. He goes, he's just having a normal conversation, and he says her name. And then he says, and then she da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then he gets a look on his face because he realized, yeah, he hadn't spoken her name for like 5 years. But he had not walked away from her at all, like I'm stupid. Like I did not know that. But no, I knew, and I saw the look on his face that he let that little toad out, the imp of the perverse. He let it out. Now then, I'm going to clarify using the domestic. But here we go now. First and foremost, this is the Hierophant. You're protected. Who is letting you see that the karmic and your person is about to have quite the little tower moment. The divine is done with this. They lied to you. They said that this person was interfering with your marriage or your commitment or your land, and that they had no right to do that, and they weren't going to have that person in their life or talk to that person. They were cutting them out to save the marriage, is what mine told me. And the divine is done with this. Now, wait till you see. Wait till you see. I'm a liar, I'm a liar. Take my little sword, I put my little sword back down. Take my little sword out because I cannot communicate maturely. I do not apologize for lying to you about that. Because I'm hoping, even though it's been 5 years, Kim, that it's still going to hurt your feelings. No. Doesn't. I don't care. She can have him. They pretty much deserve each other. And see, he wants away from her. I told you he can't scrape like he stepped in dog poop, right? And metaphorically, he can't scrape her off of the bottom of his shoe either. There she is, the bottom of his shoe. And he just stepped in some dog poo too. He can't get any of it off of the bottom of his shoe, but especially her. And he wants to be away from her so bad right now. And I'm getting justice because I told you the divine, the Most High's had it with this. So that I can walk away and get up here where I was supposed to be a long time ago. Getting justice by the Most High and the Divine. Now then. My goodness. Okay, before I trip over that. Oh, we've got another injured player on the field. Where'd she go? Woo! And down. What a sad, toxic example of a human being. And you are unflappable because you're in your most, you go inward. Every time those two do something to me, I can tell the way that he's watching me that, and there's the phone activity. I don't look in his phone or anything. It's just that he's on the phone or on the computer. And I know that he's talking to her. He's communicating with her. So they enjoy the chaos, because they do. And who do these toxic jerks think that they really are? Who do they think they are? What was in the dark will come to light. I told you. He just spit out like, he did that, making conversation. He went, oh yeah. I'm not supposed to be talking to that person ever again for as long as I live, and apparently the cat's out of the bag now, and wonder if she noticed. Yeah, she noticed. Got real quiet. Real quiet. And it wasn't the silent treatment, no. He got all sheep-eyed. That little guilt, shameful look. Both of them are being an a-hole. And they're being rude as hell about it. No, I can hear him, because he thinks I cannot hear at all, I guess. And so he's talking to her on the phone loud enough so that I can hear too. I can guarantee you that. Maybe she'll get jealous. Instant karma is what he got. It ruined the whole rest of his evening of feeling superior over me. He felt like a loser because he knows that I heard it because I stared him down. Didn't say a word. See, he wanted that. He wanted me to, oh, you told me that you were going to now, you son of a biscuit eater. I've learned to not give him any sort of a reaction because that's what he wants. Instead, I give him a response that I choose, and he does not get anything out of the deal. What's the fun in that? Love triangle energy. See? Unfaithful time waster gets karma. I don't care if they've done I don't care. I have no more F's to give about those two. And I don't compromise. I don't care. I do not care. Spirit guides are bringing an end to this. That's your spirit team. Different kind of a square dance. where you do-si-do and promenade right off a cliff. Metaphorically, we're on YouTube. Karmic distorted feminine energy, feeling trapped. But they are there of their own accord. She chose to stick it out with him. Karmic feminine or karmic masculine energy. Worries or crisis in life for toxic, shallow, vain coquettishness. Ooh, I wasn't supposed to be talking to her anymore. Ooh. Outside influence or influencer created conflicts and ruined, quote, it for you. Yeah, she did. For decades now. I mean, who wants some weird-ass third wheel influencing your marriage partner you're legally married to? Who? You tell me who? Who? Oh, yes, sign me up for that. Oh, yes, please. Your toxic one sacrificed an earth angel. That's what mine did. Thank God, though, for the angels in the heavens above. And be grateful for your shadow team of your ancestors. Because they go and haunt your person. And your person's karmic that they can't get rid of now. It's like, no, I think it's more fun to stick you to her with cosmic super glue because you messed with me, you two. You cannot conjure up a passion in someone narcissistic who has none to begin with. They're just full of mind games. We talked about that the day before yesterday when we were talking about the dirty little mind games that your narcissists use. I don't know how to get your attention, and I just want to hear your voice. How you used to talk to me when I could get away with everything vile that I could do to you. See? He's picking at the door right now. That's Uncle Grayrock. You know what you need to do going forward, do you? Shows how immature they both can be. The universe reveals hidden enemies and hidden danger. Use your discernment. You're on a journey, you get to move. Some of you are going to change a job. If you work with them. Sometimes your narcissists are at work. You get flexibility. Constant change. Starting changes. Changes through a partnership. You think about reversals. You change your life. But do not move in the wrong direction. Use your discernment. Be strong. Karma. God. Most High declares justice is being served. Dead on arrival, metaphorically. It's over due to too much pride and manipulation and blowback with interest on them. Enemy agents are trying to block your blessings by intentionally discouraging you don't listen. Love is solitude. Prudence and tranquility, keeping your inner peace. You're just moving on. They're just stuck and they don't want to do any work and they like to be stagnant. It's a large part of life will be monotonous because you are with a toxic person or a narcissist. Whoever caused drama are getting karma. You don't wish anything bad or speak anything bad over them, but they do need to grow that soul. Behave like a rabid pit bull, or better yet, a raccoon. The fake crying makes you smile, though. Well, that used to work. That once upon a time, that used to work on me. Not anymore. Because you've done too much to me, and now I'm jaded. Toxic person's hopes and dreams are crushed. They thought that they had you over the barrel and were going to destroy you and you were going to be... Some of them wanted you to be homeless. It's their fault. It's their karma. Because of their poor choices, their impulsiveness. They got riches, but not happiness. I don't know how to fix us. There's no fixing us. I broke up with you and walked away and live in a different house. Some of you. You're like, Why don't you ever come to my room anymore? Because we live in separate residences in different states. Next level insane. Next level chock full of nuts. Some of you get to move. Just move out of the room and just leave them. Leave them. Go save yourself. You leave them behind. Now then. The first one here. Now some of you, this is my deck. This is not for all of you, but here goes. This is the Princess of Cups in my deck. Some of you have a granddaughter or great niece or somebody that's pregnant. And you all are like, oh, she's overdue. When is she going to have that baby? Now. As I'm talking to you, because you're watching this reading, you're trying to figure out when are we going to get some clue as to when she's going to have this baby. Right now, she's in labor. If it's her first child, and that's what it seems like, Spirit is saying, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. She'll get all 10 toes and fingers, and that APGAR score will be fabulous. Don't you worry about it. Bible, dealing with your faith, spirituality. Being attuned vibration. Tapping into your intuition. Well, let's see what is your intuition about being terribly disappointed, a divine feminine, in what you're seeing is the reality. If you don't look at it, you can't change yourself on the inside. Will change what happens on the outside. That's what I was telling you earlier happened here. I changed something in myself and kept working on doing that right up to the present day. Oh, Six of Swords. Yeah, it was smoother in the past. And now those waters getting pretty choppy. And the Seven of Swords after that. Well, babies come when babies want to come. That's kind of tricky, Seven of Swords. But I'm not seeing a surgery. I think they're going to be able to communicate, I would like the epidural now. If you please. See, that's in the here and now. I want the epidural now. That's someone who's in labor. And some of you could be, it's not like a literal labor. It's really working hard to push a project. Probably at work. 6 of Pentacles. 6 and a 7 and a 6. Rebirth, regeneration, reset button. And again, 6 of Pentacles is the relief that the baby's born and out, and now we just have to raise it. This one is the 7 of Pentacles. Sorry. This is the 7 of Pentacles. Yield. This is a yield for you. This is you getting your yields of blessings. You claimed your blessings of abundance. This is all. You planted your seeds. Some of you are star seeds. And you've come into your soul purpose. And you're pleased about it. Wait, hold on. This is the finish line. This is a job well done. This is also tied to that project. Or having a baby's a project. A push present project. Finish line. Baby's out. A job well done. Baby's out. Mom is fine. Winning the race, that could be at work. Excellence in the end. See, he drops a can of cat food to make noise. Excellence in the end to something. Competition with oneself or others. Reaching the end. And tapping into your intuition. They're being a big they're being a chicken, your toxic ones. They're being afraid of dealing with someone or something. I'm telling you, it's that karmic that they're tired of it. They doesn't want to be with her anymore. I know mine doesn't. Well, however long they've had this little pick me. See, that's what she was, mine, with my husband. She was with him. She was like, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me. And he wanted me to do that. I'm not going to do that. I've got self-respect and integrity. She doesn't. Go off with her, then you deserve each other. Being scattered and unfocused and panicky. To be yellow-bellied. You can see it's a yellow-bellied sapsucker. Now then, that was the 7 and the 8. Paying attention to detail and keeping your emotions in check. Oh, you're so full of grace. You are so full of the Most High's grace right now. Your belief system needs some attention. Some of you, your narcissist is just beyond the fringe. Where a throne, they feel that entitled sitting on this throne. That's their ego. Getting that ego and everything. And when that starts, you walk out of the room. You're not dealing with that ego. Electric chair punishes. It's a chair. Kitchen chair are nutritional concerns. Sit down and eat at the table. Don't stand up and eat your slice of raised pizza at the counter. Go sit down at the table or at the bar at a bar. Raised, I don't know if they still have raised pizza. That's when I lived in New York a gajillion years ago. Famous raised pizza. If you know about raised pizza, leave me a comment. You focus on the seat of your intuition is what a chair means for you. Okay, now here we go. Oh, fool, you're on your path where you're supposed to be. Ooh, and you're not going to let these devilish toxic energies get in your way. You'll not be tempted to be pulled in down a rabbit hole or a conversation or stop you from doing what you need to be doing, because they love to waste your time and stress you out that way. 4 swords. They've been told to quit doing stuff to you. They've been told to quit. Ace of Swords, that's God's truth. That's also St. Michael. Some of you, when you're dealing, I swear to you, for the last 5 years, I work since the day I was born. Extremely premature, oh, by the way. I've been watched over by St. Michael. I missed the last trimester. Last 3 months, didn't get them. I weighed 1 pound 3 ounces. In dealing in the last 5 years, every day I have to ask St. Michael to come in so that he can help me get through my day and keep my inner peace. That's God's truth. So these are your blessings. That's the bluebird of happiness perched on your finger. 3 of Cups, that's a celebration. Some of you, you completed something, that's a wedding ring. So you completed an engagement, planned a wedding, and now you're going to, once that's over, you married now. 4 of Cups. Your narcissist is always looking at what they've lost. They never claim any blessing. If they claim a blessing and they can't grow it and be successful, they won't claim that. They'll refuse it. You're not supposed to refuse blessings. That's a no-no. Nine of Pentacles reversed. That they're trying really hard to make sure they interfere with all levels of your happiness, emotionally, mentally, physically. And they're even messing with the spiritually, like they feel that they can interfere with your personal connection to the divine, to the Most High. A little puny, narcissistic human being has the power to successfully be that negative and crappy. They are delusional. Nine of Cups. How come collective's so blessed? How come everyone loves collective, but no one loves me? Because you're a jerk and you manipulate people every chance you get. Even pets and children are not immune, and old people. Strangers on the street. Suck the life out of everyone and everything. Three of Pentacles. They're being exposed. Your light and your aura is exposing them, like what mine did, by, in the normal conversation goes, hey, I'm going to talk about this and this person, like, got it? He exposed himself. And then he thought, oh, she's going to be jealous. She's going to be hot for me. She's going to want me finally. Yay, I finally get to get my way with collective. No, because they keep exposing themselves and you're not going to reward them. You weren't going to plan to do anything like that with them anymore anyway, because you have gone past that point. Not going to reward them. Treat you like absolute crap and expect you to pine away for them. I want to go, oh yes, give me some more of that. Empress. Reverse. There's your karmic. There's your copycat, your doppelganger. That person wants to be you. They want a destiny swap with you, but here's the thing. They are so low in their vibration. And yours is so gosh darn high that if they were successful in doing a destiny swap on you, is because that was the divine orchestration and retribution to get your toxic person, but good through the divine, because you surrendered them over to the divine to deal with their crap. Ola, metaphorically. Empress reverse would step on her own children and crush their dreams, crush their inspirations to growing into being healthy, viable human beings. No, I'm just gonna crush you on every level I can think of, except physically, because I could go to jail for that. She's vile. Only in it for lust. Now, the only thing that, if you're in the same boat with me now, that means your person and the karmic that they're with, and it could be any gender that they're with. It could even be platonic. Unless they're just speaking impure thoughts to one another. But I pick up lust from her. She lusting after my husband this whole time. But they're platonic. Right? I don't care. Platonic or not, I don't care. That's his business. And hers. But infertile, no intuition, couldn't run an empire to save her wretched life. Or his wretched life. They can be a bitchy empress in a man. Eight of Swords thought they had you, they were living, your person and this karmic person doing stuff, stabbing you in the back, carrying on, consorting, cohorting. You don't care. you see things realistically and you want to maintain your inner peace, means you don't care what they're doing. They're trying to frustrate you and tick you off and hurt you, and you're not going to let that affect you. You're just not going to do it. These two, see, there's that Nine of Pentacles. Look at you all serene. Look at those bees around. She looks so serene. Bees could sting her if she was allergic. She doesn't care. She's not allergic, but she doesn't care. She's got everything in order. Everything. Those books are at the bookends, contained perfectly, where the resources can be drawn upon. You going and doing yourself. You going and going inward and resetting your clock inside of your own skin. Mentally, look how young you are. You feel like you're 12 years old. You feel like you're 12 years old again. Remember that? Couldn't drive. Weren't married, didn't have children. Didn't have to pay bills. Didn't have any responsibilities because you were a kid. Your only job was to go to school and get good grades because you were in elementary school. Queen of Pentacles. No, that's a 10 out of 10 if you add that pentacle that she's holding in her hand. That's 10 out of 10. Means you had in the ball of wax in the beginning. It was supposed to be something good. He was supposed to be promised for me. We are twin flames, and I'm here to tell you, don't marry him. You can be with them forever, but do not legally marry them. You will be sorry. Because that's how they trap you. And then won't do the work as your twin flame. Queen of Swords. You're a surgeon with setting those boundaries. You're just like me. They don't like it. That's in the here and now. The boundary is you're going to go off with your shiksa, your little karmic doppelganger. That poor imitation of me. That's not flattering at all to me. Setting boundaries and saying that if the two of you start to create for me what you've done to me in the past decades, I will cut you out of my life. And we live in the same house and we're married. Eight of Cups. You're fed up is what this one means. You're fed up with them trying to destroy your peace, your inner peace all the time. Yeah, this is you closing. It's the World card. Just you closing down this little hiccup now. It's a hiccup. Yeah, you're closing this toxic cycle down. They're not allowed to start it. The divine has had it. They're sending you off away to go do you want to know why. They don't want you talking to your person in this karmic. Interacting with them if you can help it. Go no contact or you take on their karma. You'll take on the punishment that they're getting ready to go through will affect you. If they get something financially, you will suffer financially. Got it? That one, look at that growth on her. Oh, look at this. It's a Page of Wands. I kid you not. This is my Page of Wands. This is a Page of Wands. And the Domestic Housewife deck that my husband's karmic gave to me as a gift. Reversed. False friend. Fake friend. Poser. In the beginning when I was on Facebook, she sends me on Facebook this picture of her like, here, let's do it. Like she's in the Blair Witch Project, except without all the boogers, right? So in the background, I can see, she says, I'm in the graveyard. And you can see these orbs. Okay. She thought that those orbs that she was doing it. What an idiot. What an ignoramus. I knew what those orbs were. They were watching an idiot easy bake oven microwave witch, because that's what she is. Okay, he doesn't believe in tarot and all that, right? Because I've been doing this since I'm 16 and I'm pushing 70. She's a little young thing and she reads tarot cards. And I introduced her to him because we were in the same psychic community in New Mexico. Yeah. She wants to be me. She wants to have him and apparently my son. That's really weird. I've had 2 of his past friends that in the past 35 years told me, one said that my son was supposed to be her son. Ooh, that's really creepy. That she was supposed to have my husband. It's a completely different one. She was a belly dancer. Yeah. Do you see what I've been putting up with since I was 26? I met him in 83, didn't marry him till 86. So, Knight of Swords. Wanting to take action to hurt you. The 2 of them. Planning, plotting, scheming to hurt you. 9 of Swords. But now they're getting their karma. Divine's been watching mine and her this whole time. And since, like I said, about 10 days ago, he slipped up. Oh, he's been getting karma. She will not leave him alone. He deserves it. Closed door. Feeling blocked by someone or something. That would be the divine is giving them what for. Not reaching attainment yet. Everything they tried to do to me and to you, it didn't land. Some of you are being told to keep safe from the outdoors. Like if you're in a storm, you get out of a storm and don't get hit by lightning or a tree or something. Block out false future developments. I kid you not. Future faking. Close yourself off for a few. Reset yourself. Go inward. Let your higher self tell you what to do and then listen to it. Don't let your ego in it and tell your higher self to shut up. Don't you do it. 5 of Cups. Oh, they're crying over spilled milk because it's not working. Hold on now. This is the Hermit and the High Priestess. This is your ships coming in, and these hooligans thought that they were going to be able to stop your happiness. That they don't even want you to have platonic friends, but especially if your narcissist thinks that someone's going to ride in on a silver charger and sweep you off your feet, and that you're going to go with them because you're evil. No, I'm going to go with them because they're normal. And with that person, I'm going to take my sweet time before I give my heart to anyone. Because that was the mistake I made with you. They cannot steal what's coming your way. There's something coming for you. Person, place, or thing, or all 3. I say it's a person, though, because this is 10 out of 10. Not only generational wealth, but generational emotional wealth. Not just money, but emotional wealth means people having a union and coming together and having children and building something stable together and teaching their children how to communicate maturely. Passing tools down to their children is what this means. Because a lot of us, our parents did not get those tools, so they didn't pass anything down to us. We're called baby boomers. Because that's the truth. Now listen up here. Listen up here. An emotional marriage. You hit it off. Someone's wearing their heart on their sleeve. There's someone you know and you've wanted from that person, either platonic or romantically, and you've always wanted it to be in alignment, and now it is. Wasn't going to work if it wasn't in alignment, especially if your hearts weren't in alignment. Head over heels in self-love, kicks in the law of attraction, and you get love coming to you. We have passion here and in the here and now. It's real passion. Worshipping someone or something, putting them on a pedestal. You'll be surprised how it all happens. You discard ideas or social norms which involve or reinforce toxic powers being waved over women or men, or to reinforce the subtle denigration of empaths. Oh, you're not a psychic. You're not really an empath. You're not, because I'm a toxic narcissist who has no empathy, real empathy at all. That's genuine empathy. I use logical only. I try in my head to figure out how should I be responding emotionally. Those are people that make fun of people who love angels, earth angels, light workers. Illumination from within expressed outwardly. What did I tell you a minute ago? Brings positive results every single time. That hermit and the high priestess. You are so wise. This is why y'all went up in, some of you went up in your spiritual ranking. Is what that hermit and that high priestess, you tippy paws across to the other side, that high priestess, and you get all of this traditional, spiritual, magical information balanced, and then you bring it back here into the world that we live in. Love situation makes you more receptive to new situations or encounters. And you do not want to repel this love vibe. New acquaintances develop into intimate encounters or friendships, sometimes business partnerships. Fiery love vibes approach is conveyed gently, but spontaneously. Good people partnerships with those meant to sit at the table, and those seats with you at the table that the Most High has set for you. A lot of these people are not going to be able to go with you. And you kind of have to prepare yourself for that. They're not allowed. You won't be able to sit at the table if the divine thinks that you're going to give your blessings to your narcissist. Don't do it. Claim those blessings. Narcissist is on their own. It's not your responsibility. Health and vitality. Exceptionally good character. This is what the person will carry these effects, but this is how they see you. You are, you're glowing. You look really good. Healthy, vitality, exceptionally good character. And that's who you are. And you're not putting on a show. Oh, here we got some hashtags. God gamers, God gaming, spread more love. That's hashtag spread more love. Hashtag spread smile. Hashtag spread the joy. Hashtag antisocial type beat. That's your narcissist. Hashtag Holy Ghost revival services. Hashtag goodness TV. Holy Ghost productions. Holy Ghost radio. Hashtag love videos. Hashtag love vibrations. Love. This is the highest frequency of God's love. Life is even more subtle, more mysterious, more wonderful when you are truly present in the here and now. You'll get anxious if you worry about what's going to go, even a good thing happening in the future. What if it doesn't happen? What if it does happen? Isn't it like what if we're disappointed? All the past, you won't get off it and release it or heal it. and then you're not able to keep attracting. Your soul's not magnetizing anymore. You have to stay in the present when you are truly present. Hold on. Perfect place, personal thing for you. The devil's trying to sabotage it. Well, they can't stop it. Let them try. Expect this person to call you soon. Oh, really, Auntie? A table has been prepared for you, collective. What did I just say? And they are not allowed. They've taken too much away. They went too far. Keep sowing the seeds of love. God wants you to be happy. The devil wants to sour this blessing. Use your willpower to defeat them. Do not be discouraged. No, never. In perfect love, speaking the truth and prophecy, inside discrimination. You're discriminating. You're discerning. You're deciding. That's a form of love divination. Drink to me only with thine eyes, and I will pledge with mine. Angels and ancestors. Let's see. Hashtag anime girl. Hashtag narcissistic abuse recovery coach. That's me. Hashtag God. Hashtag love Jesus, live Jesus. Hashtag absolutely woman. Hashtag score big. Hashtag absolutely not. Hashtag prize picks. Hashtag higher self reading. Hashtag free winner pass. Hashtag free willy. Hashtag free will. Hashtag turmoil. Hashtag blame shifting. Hashtag risky life. Hashtag nasty. Hashtag risky. Hashtag true self radio. Hashtag true self. Hashtag gaslight. Hashtag wounded love. Hashtag wounded warrior project. Those are for our veterans that got hurt. This love is shared between two sincere persons who have sufficient belief and a passion to do so together elegantly. Conundrum, you are focusing too narrowly on the immediate issue or circumstances rather than looking at the larger context and possibilities for the future. Conundrum, this card means that you're all in love. You're in love and you're being, I'm in love. All that oxytocin. the drug hormone in your body. When you're having a baby, they give you a pit drip for oxytocin to speed up your I don't know if they still do. They did that when I had a baby back when dinosaurs ruled the earth, though. Cautious and calculated ambition. You two really working at making this click, this connection click. Love of the arts. You go to the museums and stuff together. But tendency to be melancholy. It's too bad that the dinosaurs died when that comet hit the earth. Allegedly. We don't know what really took them out. I saw a cartoon. The dinosaurs were all behind the smoking cigarettes where they're behind a rock formation smoking cigarettes, and that's what really took the dinosaurs out. Reward. Holy Spirit says, God, the Most High is calling in your happy ever after. That's a happy ending. A love of comfort which does not interfere with activity. You can focus and still go to work and get your work done. You're not so completely like, I can't focus, I'm in love. Oxytocin poisoning. I'm in love. A union between components of passion and focus. Oh, you make. Well, yeah, you can make love or prove love, either one or both, or prove the love of your life condition when you decide to act on your spontaneity. Harness passionate urges to tame unruly forces. contained within you. Go for it. Two consenting adults, you're single, you go for it. Love that is fun, emotionally satisfying, stable, it lasts, boldly, even playfully erotic. Oh my goodness. I do hope the children aren't in the room. True love. They go, well, we already know about it. We tell them every night to get a room. They're not even married yet. They're just dating. Get a room. We're children. We don't really know what that means, but it's real funny when we say it because our parents are like, do they really know what that means? Because I feel really old if they do know what that means. A dynamic personality, strong and sane. Sane. They're not crazy, great. They are sane. Their will. They use their free will in a sane, practical, yet exciting way. It's adventurous. You create a deliciously inviting, kissable mouth, and you turn your partner on faster that way. What's wrong with a kiss? What's wrong with just a little kiss? Just a nice little kiss. Just a simple kiss. Making power moves. Grab a friend and have some fun. You see how your happiness, your contentment, and your emotional satisfaction between you and this person's flowing. Sadness because the sentiment of who you were before you met, that you're not the same people you were before, that's a release though. Sadness and ill at ease only arise out of your response to the stimuli that you process and receive. If you're nervous, the other person could make you feel at ease. So go for it. At least try. Fruits of the earth, abundance of prosperity. Go for it. Realize every desire. Cliffhanger vibe, to be the center of attention. Oh gosh, to have someone who's normal and sane and wonderful looking at you and you're the center of their attention. It warns of a dangerous situation or a toxic person losing their ever-loving mind because that is a threat to them. Keep what you're doing close to your vest. It's none of their business. Do not tell them. Enjoy it that way so that they're not like projecting all of their no, it can't work onto what you're unfurling. Oh, I have to go see. I have no idea. None. Oh. Well then. That is it. So remember, on my channel, please hit all notifications. On Mirror Mirror, you don't have to live in disharmony with your disordered narcissist's games on a daily basis anymore. You found this channel. And you go out there. This is Auntie Grayrock. And you go out there and you have a really great day.